That fun movie was Hollywood's view of what workplaces were like at the time, even if it had some truth to it. Dan Schawbel of WorkplaceTrend.com says 9 to 5 is just no longer true today.
It's a myth. I mean, today, in today's world, we're constantly connected. You can't escape from work. When you go home from work, our research shows that the boss expects you to be answering emails and phone calls.
But a lot of people still work 9 to 5. When I talk to people in Times Square, I'd say about a third of the people still work 9 to 5.
It's becoming extremely rare, though, in a world that is constantly demanding. And through all the technologies we use, your cell phones, your tablets, social media, you can't really escape it anymore. And soon, with wearables, it's going to be completely inescapable.
So is that bad or good?
Well, if you're very ambitious, you have more time, and you can be more productive using this technology to get more done and become more valuable to your company so you can excel. But if you're not and you want to kind of remain stagnant in your job, it's going to be really tough for you because a company will just hire someone for less money to replace you who's willing to work harder.
Now, a lot of people say, we have to work all the time. We have to work from home. I'm being abused. But it's interesting. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says over the past 50 years, the average hours worked per week has declined 13%.
So there was a Gallup study last year that actually says the average for full-time employment, it's 49 hours a week, and for hourly workers, it's 44 hours a week. So there's definitely different research there. The point is, if you ask anyone, and you know from being in the media world, you are not, if you just work 9 to 5, you better be working for your parents if you want to be successful.
Some workers resent the young people who act as if regular hours are a burden. A lot of young people say they don't want to work 9 to 5. Are they spoiled?
I think they're very much spoiled.
We're heading to a results-based economy, and young people know that. Whereas a lot of employers, especially people at the top of organizations, still want to do things like they did 10, 20, 30 years ago with having a 9 to 5. But now where it's all about results. If you can't show results, you can get fired.
I would think that's good. You're not punching the clock. Either you perform or you don't.
It's fair.
It's fair. And some people are still clearly unhappy with their jobs. This woman quit her job on YouTube. She made this dance video, which apparently struck a chord. 19 million people have watched it.
She was fed up with her job, and she wanted to make a funny video, and she actually got hired to be a part of the media and do videos for
like
someone
Queen
famous.
Latifah.
Exactly. Yeah, so there was actually, the society rewards you for doing these type of viral videos and to make a mockery of the workplace if you're really unhappy. It could hurt her long term. So if she ends up switching jobs, would you want to hire her if she could do the video again?
In the 9 to 5 movie, Dolly Parton begins the worker rebellion against her oppressive boss.
I need a drink, Roz. I'm taking the rest of the day off.
Later, Dolly, Jane Fonda, and Lily Tomlin lock their boss in his house, and while he's gone, they improve the workplace by adding things like flex time. When the boss returns, he's upset.
What are all these people doing here? It's not even 9 o'clock.
This is another program you authorized, sir. It's called Flexible Hours. People set their own time.
People really like it.
Oh, do they? Well, I hate it. What I say goes.
And this is the Hollywood depiction, as usual, of the tyrannical boss. But in truth, workers today have choices, and bosses have to suck up to good workers.
Absolutely. And the good part about technology is that moving from one company to the next is much easier because you have such a large network on LinkedIn and all these other sources, so people are constantly recruiting the best talent on a daily basis.
Thank you, Dan. Coming up, the lies people tell when they say